So we are now less than 48 hours from the release of the Snow White live movie. And there's been a ton of controversy up to this point over the past 2 years. From Rachel Zegler's comments about the film, where she was scared to watch the 1937 movie, to it being outdated and saying that we are changing the story because Snow White doesn't need to be saved by this prince and she needs to be the strong, independent woman. Not the best look. And then you have the Seven Dwarfs controversy where they decided to go with CGI characters instead of having actual actors and actresses get an opportunity to showcase their skills and maybe get future roles after they play in Snow White. But Disney decided not to do that at all. And then you had the red carpet premiere where they scaled down things. The press didn't get a chance to ask Rachel Zegler any questions. They also avoided any questions about why they had CGI characters for the Seven Dwarfs. Disney is trying to run damage control because if Rachel Zegler says anything else, it's just going to make things worse for Disney. And also, you want to avoid the Seven Dwarfs controversy because you don't want press about that right now. And of course, the shows are going to say this is a great movie, that you got to go see it. But we know in reality, this is going to end very badly for Disney yet again. Now, when it comes to people reserving their seats for the opening weekend, it's really dry. If you're just doing some homework online and looking at these different theaters, not a lot of people are showing up. Now, I do expect more walk up sales to happen because I think there's going to be families who have not been paying a lot of attention to the controversy to just show up and see a film with their family because, they want to entertain their kids and it's something to do on the weekend. So I do expect that to happen. However, this is just crazy stuff to even look at. As you can see, I've never in my life seen anything like this. Snow White opening Saturday, IMAX, prime time for families, and one of the busiest movie theaters in the entire DC metro area. I go to this theater all the time. I've literally never seen anything like this. Do I think it's going to be an empty venue? No, I don't think that at all. But 5:30 p.m. on a Saturday, March 22nd. I know this was posted on the 17th, but you expect some seats to be filled by now. And I'm sure there has, but yeah, just not a good look here. And then Patriarch John has these results from one of the biggest theaters in Utah, where, as you can see, these are the empty rows. And it's at 6 p.m. on Thursday. Now, granted, some people are probably still getting off of work, so that is a possibility. But let's go to 7 p.m. on Thursday. Again, a lot of empty seats. And that's not a good sign for Disney because it's not the type of results you want to be seeing right before this movie is coming out. And then I was looking at the AMC Sunset Place 24. This is in Miami. And looking at the showings for Saturday. So let's just click on 3:30 p.m. A great time to go see a movie with your family. Look at this. I mean, this is nuts to me. This is at 3:30 p.m. and it's Tuesday night and these seats aren't filling up. And then let's just go to Friday. Let's look at Friday and see what's going on with Snow White. Let's just click on 7:30, because people tend to get off work and then they're going to want to see a movie. This is looking better. Not bad at all. But again, there's a lot of empty seats. And let's just go to 9:30 p.m. for IMAX showing. Again, this is not good whatsoever. So as you can see, they're not getting the results they're looking for. People are not showing up or not reserving their seats. Now, I do expect people who don't know about the film, if they want to go catch a movie, they're probably going to end up seeing Snow White with their family. I think that's likely to happen. Now, let's just talk about the Disney Springs location because this is where you have a lot of Disney products. You got restaurants. So people are going to show out and you expect a big turnout for the fans who like Snow White. Let's go to the Laser AMC. This is their bigger theater. At 7 p.m., barely full. I mean, not a lot of sales right now. And this is at 7 p.m. for the opening night. But let's give them some grace. Let's go to 8 p.m. Let's see if that's better for Snow White. Again, barely full. I mean, yeah, you got some fans here, but as you can see, a lot of people have not reserved their seat for Thursday night. Now, granted, I understand some people are working, but not a lot of excitement so far. And yes, there's some places, this is almost full for the Dolby Cinema. You'll probably see some others scatter around. This 8:30 p.m. for the dine-in seats, and that's nice. That's good to see. But the larger theater isn't really selling out a lot. So we shall see how this all plays out. Again, I expect the turnout to be a little bit better. Now, the Snow White movie is expected to open at $53 million this weekend. I don't expect it to be that low. I think it'd be at 65 to 70 million. Little Mermaid was around $117 million for their opening weekend, but that was on Memorial Day weekend. So, of course, the numbers are going to be a little bit bigger. But they still didn't do well. And I don't think this movie's going to do really well at all, especially when the fans get to see it. I think the reviews are going to be really bad. And it's not going to surprise me because, again, when you're bashing the original film and you're not praising it or showing the respect it deserves, you're going to turn off the fan base. And then when you're telling Trump supporters that they shouldn't go out and see this movie, probably not a good idea because that's a base you want to come see your film. And regardless of what political side you stand on, you probably shouldn't go after a specific audience because you need the sales, especially when you have conservatives where the families are traditional, they stand on certain values. And if you don't have them show up, that's not good. So I'm not surprised by all this. I'm not shocked by people not reserving their seats. I do expect a lot of walk-ins though, because people travel, they love Disney Springs. They might be like, you know what? Let's just go see Snow White and see what's all about because maybe not paying attention to all the controversy and they might like it. So we shall see. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts about the lack of sales right now for the seating and how do you think it's going to turn out for Snow White this weekend. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.